When most travelers think of Vietnam's iconic limestone cliffs and peaceful boat rides, they think of Ha Long Bay. But let me let you in on a little secret. This place is just as beautiful. Honestly, it might be even better, and it's definitely cheaper. It has less crowds, more nature, and a whole lot of surprises. Welcome to Ninh Binh. This is easily one of the most beautiful places we've ever been. And over the next few minutes, we want to take you with us to share how we spent a few unforgettable days here as a family. Today, we've got a big adventure planned, which means we need to leave. Like right now. Yeah, I know, I procrastinated, but in my defense, our toddler is sleeping and they're not exactly a morning person. This moment, done incorrectly, could unleash the full wrath of an angry three-nager, dooming our entire day.
We gotta get up. We gotta go get on the float, kiddo.
Falcon doesn't want to wake up, so we are getting him dressed while they're still sleeping.
As long as I can get them in the car, they can wake up later. You're making this way more difficult than it needs to be, Falcon. Once we were all up and somewhat caffeinated, we hopped in a Jeep and headed toward Trang An. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site that feels like it came from the pages of a fantasy novel.
It's okay, we got you an umbrella.
Most people share a boat, but we decided to rent the whole thing for 1 million Vietnamese dong, which is about 40 bucks. There are 4 boat route options you can choose from, so you could do this multiple times and have a completely different experience each time. This temple is nestled at the base of a mountain. It's over 1,000 years old, making it one of the oldest and most sacred temples in all of Vietnam. It's easily recognized by the 2 large fish statues that guard its entrance, a symbol of protection and spiritual balance. Trang An is such an incredible place. You glide through valleys surrounded by these massive limestone cliffs. And remember how I said this place was like stepping into a movie? Well, that's because you are. King Kong's Skull Island was actually filmed right here. These waterways will lead you through massive cave systems, some with ceilings so low you need a helmet. Ask me how I know. Then you just pop out on the other side into a whole new hidden world. Around every corner, there's always something new, something unexplored. You could spend day after day here and never see it all. After rowing through beautiful valleys and exploring several caves, we were starving. Luckily, Ninh Binh is a food paradise. There are loads of restaurants to choose from, and if you're vegan or vegetarian, you will have so many options. We love a good vegan restaurant, and this place was my absolute favorite. It cost around 350,000 Vietnamese dong, which is just over $20 for us all 3 to eat here, which is a little pricey for Vietnam, but Western style food is always a little more expensive. I'm also still emotionally recovering from my recent food poisoning, so our food budget is more flexible than usual. If you want to see just how cheap Ninh Binh can be, check out our budget video. I'll drop a link in the top right corner, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Today we're headed to a hidden gem most tourists skip, Thung Yam Bird Garden. I'm sure I pronounced that totally wrong, but I did look it up. So this place is pretty incredible, and it is empty, which is
the type of activity that we really enjoy doing. So we like to find the hidden gems. I feel like this is definitely one. Caves, Mermaid Cave. I'm really excited about the Mermaid Cave. Boat rides.
I didn't even know it was like this much stuff, honestly. I saw the birds. Katie loves birds, so I was like, we should go to the bird thing.
But Falcon would like some ice cream. I mean, it's breakfast. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, but we're gonna go find some ice cream.
This place blew us away. It cost
You ready?
150,000 Vietnamese dong per adult, and Falcon was free. Your ticket comes with 2 boat rides through their cave systems. We loved the caves here even more than Trang An because they were so real. No artificial lights hanging everywhere, no other people. It was kind of scary in an exciting way. You go through with flashlights and they're full of all these cute little bats. It was just such an incredible experience. This is my little cup of iced black coffee because, you know, I don't want condensed milk in my coffee.
I wanted condensed milk in my coffee.
Look how much coffee is in here. But that being said, this coffee is soul crushing black.
It'll put hair on your chest.
It will. It's intense. Your ticket also includes a peaceful ride through Bird Valley, a quiet stretch of wetlands surrounded by towering limestone cliffs, dense greenery, and still waters. It's home to 46 species of both migratory and resident birds. At any given time, this valley hosts tens of thousands of birds. After we were all done with the boats, we went for a relaxing walk to see the beautiful gardens. Falcon loved the flowers and the butterflies. There's more probably over there. Look, they're on the flowers. There are 2 more caves here with walking paths you can explore by yourself. We still had plenty of time, and Katie insisted we go in the Mermaid Cave. I'm not really a cave person, but at least it was cooler than outside.
How you doing, Asher? Asher's scared of caves.
I don't really like small spaces. And you know, it's okay because I'm kind of fat and I don't really fit in any. There's like nothing in that water. Nothing. Except brain-eating amoebas. That's it. Seems as though we would go this way. Right? I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
guess...
can go that way. It's just probably a little slippery. That's the way I would go.
Watch the noggin. There we go. Missed that one. Why did you tell me to go this way and then you went that way?
I didn't. I said I would go that way, but I meant this way.
That didn't make any sense.
You just assumed that I was going to be a rule follower. Are you okay?
It's dinner time and I found a sushi restaurant here in Ninh Binh, and I'm pretty freaking excited about it because we love sushi. And weirdly, it's actually been kind of hard to find good sushi in Southeast Asia. I mean, I know it's originally a Japanese thing, but I really thought it would be more available than it is. This was just $13 for all 3 of us, including Falcon's French fries. That is dirt cheap for one of these cool sushi boats. Now that it's dark, it's time to head to the old town. It's free, it's peaceful, and at night it glows. This place is stunningly beautiful with lanterns floating over the river and glowing artwork covering the canal walls. There are also multiple temples with incredible artwork inside. You must dress appropriately and remove your shoes to enter the temples. If you come to Ninh Binh, you just can't miss the old town.
find a cave? No way. Falcon said, good morning.
Well, guess what? Bats like to sleep in the morning. They go to sleep during the day and they're awake at night.
Yeah, it's actually time for the bats to get up because you know what? Bats eat bugs. And bugs come out at night.
Watch your head.
After a long night in the old town, we grabbed some sleep and geared up for something a little more intense. Because while lanterns and temples are beautiful, nothing prepares you for the leg day that is Dragon Mountain. 500 steps straight up, in the heat with a toddler. What could possibly go wrong? I didn't count the steps, but 500 seems like a low number. At the top, the view is nothing short of surreal. 360 degrees of cliffs in every direction, with this winding river carving its way through the valley. It was absolutely breathtaking. Falcon totally crushed it on this climb. I was so proud of them. If you want to see more of our adventure at Dragon Mountain, we shared a more detailed experience in our Ninh Binh budget video, so check that out.
I went to go get us food. I was hungry. So I stopped to get some pineapple, but I think we might have had a slight communication error on how many pineapples I was getting, okay? Because we don't have a refrigerator. So we are eating pineapple the entire day.
How many?
Well,
How many pineapples?
like this, I thought she meant it was 50,000, right? I didn't realize she was asking me, I think, the number of pineapples. So,
Let's
we
see.
now have 5 pineapples. for
Oh, at
today.
least those are little teeny. Those are cute little pineapples.
They are cute.
How much were they? 5 of them, not 50?
Well, they were actually 50 also. They were 10,000 each, so fair enough for me.
I think she might have manipulated you a little
nice
bit to the
berry.
pineapples.
We're spending our last day at Buffalo Cave. We almost skipped it, and I'm so glad we didn't because it ended up being Falcon's
puppy.
favorite. Entry is 75,000 Vietnamese dong per adult ticket, but it comes with a drink and food for the baby ducks. The little ducks were so freaking cute. Falcon loved them, and I risked my life to save one. Well, maybe not my life, but my dignity, because it would have been really embarrassing if I fell in. The little duck was fine. I put it under the heat lamp, and it was doing much better later that day. It probably just got stuck between the rocks and couldn't get out to regulate its body temperature.
This is the swimming pool.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not, actually.
I will pass.
The shit that I be doing.
You're supposed to be able to go back in there.
Yeah, you climb from one rock to another. I think.
Not really in our agenda for the day. Not really possible with a 2-year-old.
I mean, listen, you really like caves. You knock yourself out.
You want me to go do it a little bit?
You can. You do you.
We quickly discovered this cave is not very toddler friendly. The cave was a no-go for us, but we learned a lot from the locals, from growing rice to traditional basket fishing, which is another really cool thing I have learned while traveling, but still lack the skill to implement. You know why you don't see me catching a fish? That's because I didn't, but I did make friends with a giant water buffalo. This guy was so cute. We spent a good 45 minutes just hanging
has
out
such-
with him and finding him things to eat. Falcon really loved giving him snacks and didn't want to leave. But the time had come to say goodbye to Ninh Binh and to our new buffalo friend. This place wasn't wild or loud. It was sacred, slow, and strangely magical. The kind of Vietnam we didn't know we needed, and one we'll never forget.